Hello, my dear Scorpio. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between April 1st and April 15, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Cyril Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Scorpio viewers. So I want my dear Scorpio to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So, King of Coins jumping. King of Coins is a person that's very able to take care of themselves in their own kingdom. They can sometimes be a little bit that they want the things for themselves. So sometimes they can be a little bit loner, only want to take in the persons in their kingdom that's really truly supposed to be there. So a little bit protective, but also a gardener, healer, doctor, things like this. Very stable masculine influence. So I also want to take the chance to tell you that April 1st, Mercury will reach its eastern greatest elongation. It is the best time to view Mercury since it will be on its highest point over the horizon. So look for this planet low in the western sky just after sunset. April 7, the giant planet Jupiter will be at opposition and will be fully illuminated by the sun. It will be at its closest approach to Earth and will be brighter than any other time of the year. April 11, we will also have the full moon. So, okay, I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay. So, my dear Scorpio, this is your future. And this is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the first half of April 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the exact time to see it. So the first card for you, Scorpio, is the sun. So the sun is illumination, being able to see the truth. It's enlightenment, it's joy, warmth. It's also the 3rd card for love in the major arcana. It's when 2 whole people get in holy matrimony together. So the sun is a beautiful card about enlightenment, and it's about your soul. Enlightenment is about letting your soul come in and take over your body and rule your life. So how to do this, you wonder. Your soul is your divine light. It's your light lantana that you can use to guide yourself like a flashlight. It's your longing. It's all your creativity, all your ideas that comes. The sun is also, as I said, about seeing truth, seeing things in truthful way. The sun is very hot, so it evaporates the clouds, getting rid of illusions. So the sun, beautiful, my dear Scorpio. The next card is the 8 of Swords. So here we have Jupiter, and it's Gemini. This card represents Gemini. We see here with the 8 of Swords, this is a person being entangled. Their body, their true expression has been holding back, tightened, almost fostered or restrained. And it's a web here. It's a spider web and a lot of swords pointing towards this person that's also blindfolded. So it seems like during this time where you are approaching Jupiter becoming this illuminated, there's going his sun and Jupiter and it's Gemini. So Gemini is about having this twin point of view of all things. You are being able to see your own position, but you're also being able to see everyone else's position. And this makes you confused because you want to be a good person. So you want to do the best that's the best for everyone, like an overall viewpoint. But here it's about your soul, Jupiter enhanced. So you need to try to forget a little about everyone else's opinion and what will be best for them right now. You need to be able to know what's best for you from your body. The body is your, it has contains all your biofeedback, and it has this beautiful programming with being hungry, thirsty, needing love, a lot of things that's pointing the way to the right location where you're supposed to go. But when you are stuck in everyone else's opinion or a lot of demands on you from society, like you should be this, you should do that, you should do this, then your true expression will never come to pass. I'm thinking about school sometimes here, that all people are being put in the same kind of, they're going through the same kind of education, and that's very good in the name of equality. Everyone has the same chance to get an education. So this is how it is in many Western countries. But if you are put into one form, every kid being put into one form, they can never, they cannot not use this time to find their true expression, because they need to adapt to what the society wants to bring to them. So we can say this is you that have gone through this socialization process, become socialized with how the world wants you to be, all the requirements that they have on you, and you try to fit in, but it's making you crazy. That's Gemini, being a bit like with this twin situation where you want this, but you need to do that. You long for this, but you have this responsibility. So it's getting very split. It's like having two focuses here. And with this, it wants to come down to one singular focus. So we'll see what that can be. We have the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands is you crawling here under the pressure from your soul, because your soul, it's the sun here, so it's a lot of energy. It's the highest energy card in the whole deck. Wants to come through you. The soul wants to be expressed to you here on earth, in your body, this entangled body that you have put to prison here. So your soul wants to come to expression, but you are holding it back because you feel that your true anger, your true love, your true self-respect, your true will, want and need is wrong. Everything with you is totally wrong. So you hold back, you push back. This energy wants to come down through you, but you hold it back, you push it back, you get a blockage, a very distinct blockage here. If I were in this situation, I will feel really exhausted. I would lose my energy. I would feel probably a little bit to the borderline of depression as well. And I will feel maybe anger and love and things I want to say boiling around inside of me. Maybe a lot of thoughts going on as well. So what you can do about this situation is first try to figure out what your soul wants. What is it that it wants to express? And start where you can feel safe. Start to express this thing. Sometimes it can be very dramatic expressions of emotions, for example, because you have held it back for such a long time. It's probably when you're starting to communicate here, it might erupt like a volcano. Tears might come out of your eyes, and you might be as angry, so you will shake or you will scream until your voice cracks. So because you have been holding this back and you have tried to behave like a good person here, but what you have done is instead to imprison your soul. That's not such a good deal you got out of this. So the next card here is the Fool. So that's kind of the advice here. It's the zero, it's the new start. It's like putting a reset button, going back to where you were when you were a child, finding a connection to this little person that was beamed down in a body and that had were fresh out of heaven and very in tune with your soul, knew what your mission were going to be like. So try to get hold of this pure and honest part of yourself. This is a very impulsive part, one that just steps over the the edge of the cliff and just falls into the emptiness, because so it's about being a little bit irrational, about following your impulses and your instincts. We see here the dog. It's the masculine that wants to take care of you. It's hanging on here for sheer life, and you are out in space. So it seems like your soul wants to make a shortcut. So it wants you to remember your early self and how you were. If you can remember your early self and see that you have not changed so much on the inside, but you might have changed a lot on the outside. And this change on the outside is probably just a mask which you have to try to fit into the world. Sometimes it can be a little bit revolt also, so you try to have a more revolutionary outside and be in opposition with each and every one, because you're making a revolution to this, that you don't want to be restrained. So for many Scorpios, this might be the case, that you're always on the revolutionary end, doing reckless things, crazy things, because you so much want to get rid of this oppression. The next card is Queen of Coins. So Queen of Coins is Earth, and it's also Venus. So it's about, I think Venus are going into retrograde. So I think this is where you will go back a little bit, back to your childhood, to who you were then, because this is all about love. Of course, you are restraining yourself because you want to be loved and accepted. That's why you have listened so hard to all the other voices, because you want to be a good person. You want to do what's right, and you want to be loved. You want to be a part of society. But here it's like you need to reconnect to what were before, to your own inner child, and also to your feminine side, your divine femininity. And it's like spreading seeds everywhere. And when you are in your pure and honest self, you start to spread seeds everywhere, and you are a part of a very peaceful revolution where when you are your true self, other people will become their true self just by looking at you, just by your seeds, those the energy that's fall off of you when you go through town or through a corridor at work. So she just hand it out like this. So I think you could be a very good role model for other people if you will be able to find yourself and your true road, and what's you need to reconnect to your body, because your body is in very much distress here. We can see this, that this can lead to no good when it comes to health, when you're doing this toward your body, forcing it maybe to work too hard or to be on a certain diet. Maybe sometimes this is good, but with moderation, and you try to listen to everyone else's opinion. So your own expression is totally forgotten here. But here we have you as a child being born in a body at Earth, this feminine realm. Both the body and the Earth are the same part of this earthly realm, the 3D experience. So if you can reconnect and give back authority to this source which you were handed, this body which you were handed, this will increase your health. And maybe you don't have to be on a diet. Maybe you will be in your ideal weight anyway. So that's the past. For some of you watching in Mars, this might be happening now. Going through some kind of situation where you feel that you are not loved the way you were or are, and you want to, and you have to oppress yourself to fit in this square, and you decide to not do this. Okay, here we have the devil. So we have the sun above. The sun is light, and the devil is your shadow. It's where you have put your authentic self in order to fit into society. So if people would have another type of upbringing. We still need to teach our children how it is to live on earth and what's dangerous and how to act towards others. And we need to do this with a lot of love. But when we do this in a way where the child doesn't feel loved for their unique being, they start to oppress things and put it in the shadow. And you can still see those things. You will still see those behaviors. It's just this child that doesn't see it anymore. It has oppressed it. We can see this with people trying to be really, really nice. Sometimes we can see this with religious and practitioners. They try to be really nice, and it comes out, their shadow comes out really distorted in another way, through the back way, so to speak, and it's getting really ugly. So it's much better if you can put some light here in this shadow, and start to see what's there. Start to pick up on your needs, your body's needs. Maybe your body needs a lot of things. Maybe it has been starving from something, getting too little sleep, had too much, like maybe you haven't really been nice towards yourself when you look yourself in the mirror. More love could be required there. Also, that's the body, but also the soul. Big parts of your soul has been put here into the shadow, so you're losing energy by this because you don't have access to this energy, life energy that is put here. So it seems like it's a rather easy process to start to do this. It's to start, first you need to become aware with the sun. So in every relationship, for example, when you talk to someone else, listen to yourself. Listen when you are lying, when you are saying like, oh, that's totally okay, and yes, I can do that, and when you really don't mean it. Start to see it. You don't have to do anything about it. Just start to see it. Also see where you are holding yourself back, where you don't say, well, I love you, or I miss you, or I want to be with you, or where you don't say, I'm angry with you, I'm so fed up with this situation, I want change. Just look. Look is bringing on in light. It's like turning the light in a dark closet. You can't take the darkness out of the closet into the light. So therefore I'm saying this is a rather simple process. You just have to be a little bit awake, see things, what's happening within you, your true reactions, not your trained reactions, or how you try to survive in a world that's not really accepting you, but your true reactions, how you really, really feel, and what you really would like to say. With Gemini, sometimes we don't know what we want to say, so that's, you need to go even deeper then and try to figure out, well, okay, I don't know what I want to, do I want to say yes or no, or yes or no? You don't know, but then you need to go even deeper here, look even closer. The next card is Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is self-love. When you want appreciation from everybody else, and you try to restrain yourself, and they are never satisfied, they keep on, like, all those people have so much opinions of you, and they want you to do this and be like this and be like this. If you would follow all those advices, you wouldn't even recognize yourself anymore. Here is the Four of Wands. It's your soul that has manifested you, a platform that's you here on earth. It's like something that has come out of nothing almost. It's self-love, this. It's about loving yourself, accepting yourself, knowing that the thing that you want are not out of evil. If they are not out of evil, there's a little percent here that might want to kill their next fellow, and that's rather evil. But I'm sometimes also big evil event has their meaning, so we can't really put our judgment here so much. We need to, but I want you to be a little bit level-headed here. If you want to go and kick your neighbor's bicycle, don't do that. I want you to not be, sometimes when you have been forced to not be yourself, You have stopped your maturity process in that time. If you put your 3-year-old in prison, the 3-year-old that was a little bit revolutionary and wanted to kick other people's bikes, maybe you threw sand in the eyes of your fellow playmate, and your mother said, no, that's not the way to behave. And you thought, okay, so I was really angry because this person bit me in the foot, but I'm not going to react anymore because my mother, which I love, said that this was not okay. So from now on, I'm not telling if someone is hurting me. So instead of kicking your neighbor's bike this time when he has parked it wrong, you can say to yourself, okay, I'm really irritated by my neighbor parking this bike wrong all the time. It's in the way for the door, so I can't get to my door. Okay, and next time you see your neighbor, you say, hello, nice day. I want to address a little bit issue with you. I have a hard time getting out of my door without bruising your bike. So could we solve this in a kind of way? So that was what your mother didn't teach you when you were a child, that yes, you were right to be angry because your foot hurt. But she should have helped you to put this into words, but she did the best she could. So she just said this randomly, don't throw sand in someone's face. Mothers need to say that maybe 12 times a day to children, not just not sand, but a lot of things. So it just comes out. She's not really aware here. If she were aware, she would say, so, my child, I see you are throwing sand in this little person's face here. What happened? And she will sort things out, and she will see what was the background to all this sand shoveling. So. And now when your 3-year-old is up and wants to shovel sand in people's faces, you need to be the mother, okay? You need to be the diplomatic mother here, taking care of your 3-year-old, because it hasn't matured since you put it in the basement. So it needs some time out in open air before it's able to have this diplomacy skill for itself. So you need to be the one fixing this, seeing the reaction, seeing the feeling, seeing the reaction, seeing the anger, and then using your adult, very feminine mother way to say, okay, so what do you want to tell? What should I say here? And your inner child says, I'm so angry, I want to do this towards this person. And then you tell this person, well, I feel really angry about this situation. And here is 2 of Wands. It comes underneath the 10 of Wands. So it seems like this oppression that you're doing towards yourself is not going to go away anytime soon. But we have a little bit improvement here because you have started to see the situation. With the 2 of Wands, you can see those situations where you have a choice. Either you have the choice to just swallow your anger and just move the bike every time, just build on the suppression, and or you can choose to addressing your neighbor in a friendly way, not causing World War III in your neighborhood here. With the 2 of Wands, it's kind of this situation which I talked about. You don't need to act right now. You need to become aware, and you can always make the choice, always, but become aware. You can choose to behave in the old way continuously, continue to not tell this your true expression, and continue suppressing yourself. That's a choice. You have done it for your whole life, so it's no danger if you continue for a year or so, or a month, or a week. It doesn't matter. It's just this that you start to see this. You start to see this and start to, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay as I am. I don't have to suppress this. I can see this. I can see my true expression here. I'm getting angry. It's my true expression. And eventually, you can take another decision. You can take a decision to start communicating. This is 2 of Wands is about not communicating. It's holding back for a moment, waiting for the right time. The next card here is King of Cups, and it comes underneath the Fool. So that's you, Scorpio. King of Cups is a person that has become whole. So when you can see yourself from this outside view and start to love yourself, this is a part of your beautiful, beautiful healing, to become your true expression. This is actually Scorpio, and you can become very pure and honest, and also you can center yourself, because when you look at yourself, you are the one that's looking. So you are not the reaction, you are not the choice, you are the one looking. So you can center yourself, you can become aware of this. Where are you in that body? Okay, who is it that's watching your reaction, and what you answer the other person, and your counter reaction on their answer? Who is it that's watching this? That's you. And you can center yourself, you can start finding yourself in there, and make this, your body, into a beautiful, beautiful place, your own paradise. You know, wherever you go, there you are. So you need to start to heal and clean out this space, and start to love this inside of you, making it inhabitable, changing the furniture, mending broken toys, picking up things from the basement, dusting it off, making it a home. Here we have a Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is the past life card and the childhood card. So it's about remembering past lovers from past lives, past things that have happened. Also remembering your childhood, remembering your first love, things like this. So it comes underneath the Queen of Coins. So it might be remembering your mother, or remembering your feminine aspect, remembering your body, remembering how it was to be connected with your body, and not hating it, not thinking that something is wrong with it. So for some of you, this will be you longing for an earth person in your life, or for someone that you consider to be a long-lost friend, a long friend for the long haul, or maybe a wife, husband as well. Someone that you consider being a family member that you are missing here, that you might want to reconnect to. And this might be one of the things that you have found out that you have suppressed. You might have suppressed your own expression. With Gemini, sometimes it can be you want to go and talk to someone, you decide not to, but you want to go and talk to them, but you decide not to. With Eight of Swords is you want maybe to get over a person, but you're not able to. You're stuck with the memories of them. And the Ten of Wands is when you are trying to suppress those memories, try to put it down in the basement. And with the Fool, it's another energy. It just wants to burst out with spring. So here it's like you can't control this thing anymore, this instinct to maybe go and talk to this person here. It's about what you have tried to not feel. You have tried to feel maybe not the needs of this person, male or female. But here you know that you still love them. Four of Wands is for stable relationships, long-lasting love, things that has stability, self-love, love in relationships, and marrying, getting home together. Two of Wands is like pretending still that, okay, well, I do love this person, but I still pretend for rest of the world that I don't. But here you are getting back to your true expression, that you actually want to have a reconciliation. You want this friend back, you want this work back, you want your past lover back, you want your family connection back, whatever it can be that you are a bit nostalgic about here. And so no more suppression, no more pretending like things are not the way they are. Now you can see it for yourself at least, okay? You don't have to tell the rest of the world until you're ready. So the next card here is Justice. So Justice comes underneath the Sun and the Devil. So try to call things as you see them. Be a little bit of a football judge in your own life. Don't try to make up stories like, oh, that one hurt me and I fell down. And also justice is about making yourself justice. No one will give you justice. You need to find your self-respect down here and give yourself justice. And this card, the Justice card, is Libra. It's very strict. It doesn't let you move on from here until you have learned this lesson about following your true soul's need, not putting this in basement anymore. not pretending like you don't care if you do, not pretending like you don't want this what you want, and need this what you need. And this is truth. And if you are lying, you're not going to be able to move along. You're going to be stuck with this suppression and this choice for a long time. It's 11, it's a number 2, and 2 is also with Gemini, so it's about duality and the different sides of you that might have a bickering and fighting about who should be the master of your own life. But the master should be this what it's so hard sometimes, but if you find this, the watcher, the one that watches, you will also find your true wants and needs, because this center of you, this I am, this I in I am, is your soul's, it's the watcher inside of you that can see your whole life and see everything in it, and it also holds this truth, okay? And it doesn't lie. So that's your alignment. That's why where you heal this split. Here we have the Ace of Wands, and that's your willpower being put into one position, like a magnifying glass on one position. So you are not longer split in what you want. You know what you want. This is also messages sometimes bursting out of energy, much like the Fool, not being able to hold this back anymore. So it might be that you are just one day you have been keeping yourself from contacting your loved one, and just one day you will just rush out and do this. And it's still founded in self-love, so it has nothing to do with you disliking yourself or putting yourself in disrespect. This is actually a respect, and it doesn't have to mean that you are going to reach out to someone. It can also mean that you just decide that whatever you want here, you are going to go with your core essence of what you want, and not abandon the split. This is 1. 8s are very entangled, and it's many energies here entangled. Here's the 3 of Wands. So you see 10, 2, 3. 2 of Wands is when things are not really ready. You wait. You wait for the right timing. You just ponder on this a little bit. The 3 of Wands is when it's ready. This is when you are going to make justice for yourself. You're going to start communicating. You're going to start to show self-respect. You're going to tell people exactly what you want. You won't always have what you want, but you will always be able to share this what you want. It's first you get to know yourself, find your different parts of yourself that's been missing, and when you get to know yourself, you can also start communicating your true self into the world. So the 3 of Wands is when it's ready, when it's time. Now it's time to share. So it says that yes, take a while and hold back your horses so you feel safe, and then just burst out in this energy outburst. You know what you want, you know the truth of your situation, both through justice and the sun, and you're not longer putting all this longing you have and the needs you have in the basement. You need is what you need. There's not going to be a compromise anymore. Next card is 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands comes underneath the King of Cups, and it says that it's not over until it's over. So the 9 of Wands is you keep on struggling. So now at least you know what you're fighting for. So it's not going to, land in your lap anytime soon, this is what you want. But now you know what you're fighting for. This is perseverance, not giving up, continue swimming, finding the shore somewhere, someday. It's like the divine is saying, yes, keep on swimming. We see land here. It will come here. And you don't know if you have to swim for 1 more hour or 10 more years. So sometimes it's like this. But you need to, it's like you take this decision. Okay, so now at least you have the beacon. You have the wand. You have the goal. You have your own willpower. So at least you know now what you're fighting for. So that's an improvement. And it's going to be a little bit like opposition maybe with other people, where you need to endure maybe that they don't like your decisions, or that you are different, or you're not doing the things that they want you to do. So endure and still align with yourself, even though you're tired sometimes. This is a 9 of Wands, but it's better than 10 of Wands. It's this way where you have started to sort out this entangled patterns in your life, and you are not giving up anytime soon. So that's very good. And it's also 9, so it's the Hermit. Going to yourself always for answers, not looking on the outside anymore for the answers, but looking on the inside. And here you have the 7 of Wands as well. So with 9 of Wands and 7 of Wands, I'm a little bit scared that you're going back to your old behavior, because 9 of Wands is good. That's when you keep on fighting, but 7 of Wands is also good. But those two cards together are talking about resistance. But sometimes this is also trying to encourage you to stand up for yourself, even in the highest opposition. Even if this is you resisting your own emotions, I wish that it's not. But if it is, so be it. Maybe you need to go another lap. But sometimes, or many of you will have this situation where you start to become your true self, and you will have a great opposition. Other people will not like this. They will show you all the stretch of the way that you are doing wrong. This is wrong. You are going wrong. And you still have to fight for this Ace of Wands, your true willpower, your view. This is a point in your life where your viewpoint shouldn't be the one of a Picasso painting, you know, being able to see things from every people's situations. So that's a good quality, and it's very good to have that quality. But for now, I think you should really align with your own willpower, because I think you need to align with your inner child. You need to take your own side in this, whatever it is. So be a little bit stubborn. Don't bend your neck so much. Have self-respect and walk high and tall. But don't lie to yourself about how much it hurts, or how much you want this other thing, or how much you long for things. But you can, in the future, soon, there will be a teaming of this split with what you are and what you need. It's going to find its common ground, but for now it might be that you need to separate from what you need in order to become what you are, and then get what you truly need. So it might be a little detour here, but as long as you align with your truth, your own true will, it seems like it's very much with the Ace of Wands here, that's the key. And the Ace of Wands is the sun's rays being pointed, like with a magnifying glass, to one point, and the one point is 3 of Wands here, and it's about don't compromise so much, okay? Be more, it's you that matters right now. You need to find yourself, so you need to align with yourself. That's the only way to find out who you are and where you belong, and what's your true expression, okay? So I will take some cards from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, some additional advices here for you, Scorpio. Yes, we have this, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. So it's much this with the magnifying glass and being put into one point. So look at all your situations in life with this stability, where you are just watching everything into the smallest details, being awake. Have more attention inside of you, like what's happening within you, than what you're going to say next, or things like this. Try to be more focused on your own emotional reactions than coming up with the answer when you talk with another person. This is much about seeing what's inside of you with a very clear vision, also seeing your relationships, seeing all situation, what happens, and making like a clear judgment, being able to go into small details to make a choice in the end, how to react in each and every situation that you're in. And we also have the Swan Queen. So this is a time for transformation and patience. and follow your intuition. This is two swans. Swans are mating for life. So if this is about a love relationship, you can't really lose what's yours. So even if you have to move away from this, or they need to move away from you, if you're meant to be together, if you are friends and you're meant to be together, you're meant to have this work, it will come back to you. But for now, it's icy. It's not spring. It's starting to be because of the plants here, but it's still this time where she's very warm, and I think this is your inner glow, your inner warmth that wants to come out, your true expression that wants to come out, but it's a little bit icy still. So you need to have this perseverance and this patience, that there's a little bit left to swim, and you're not going to come to shore just yet, but you are taking a decision at least on what that shore should be. Like, what do you want? What are you not going to compromise with in your life? What's your key to happiness? So I will take some cards as well from the past life oracle cards. See a little bit more about background story here. Baby, yes, from childhood. We saw that with the Fool and the childhood card. And spirituality and religion. Okay, so we also had unrequited love wants to show its face here. So you came here to Earth with a message. So it's very crucial, even though you feel very unloved for the person that you are, that you still hold this, your own light. That's very crucial, because you're supposed to shine this light into the world and change it. So we have a lot of people that have done this. One person that have changed everything. And they were not loved, and they were often shot. You can look at our history and you will feel a lot of beautiful revolutionary human rights persons that have really worked to make the world a more enlightened place, that have ended up dead. So they were not loved, they were not liked. I'm not saying that you are going to be shot, but I'm just saying that you need to maybe understand why you don't feel like the world is loving you. Because you're coming with something new. You are coming with a new light that is not really seen before, and that's going to enlighten the world. So you are not supposed to change and become a participator in a rather sick world. You are going to make it healthy. Okay, so first you need to become healthy. So that's what I want you to aim towards. So you are maybe still going to feel like this and have to fight with this feeling of not being loved and not being appreciated. But let your own fiery conviction, all the fire that we have in this reading, show the way with its light, okay, to where you are supposed to go. And don't suppress this, what you have to say to other people, because it seems like you have a lot of things to say, a lot of knowledge, a lot of new information to share, visions about how Earth could be in the future, vision of how life between people could be, how relationships could be. Okay, so individuality, showing the way for the whole group of people here. Your individual light is going to shine for many, I think. So my dear Scorpio, I hope this helped, and I want you to take really good care. And I also want to say I'm very grateful for you watching this far, for subscribing, liking, and watching and commenting to my videos. And take really good care, and I hope to see you again in the middle of April. Okay, bye bye.